So I woke up and I saw this. Your account has been banned. Please contact customer support for details. And well, I started getting tagged in this one thinking I was the one getting banned. So let's set the record straight here for all the people that don't know. All right, so spoilers, no, I didn't get banned, and no, nobody got banned. It's all, clickbait, fake news, whatever you want to call it, fear mongering, things just to get people's eyes and attention on it. Because in reality, nobody got banned today because there was nothing bannable being changed today. Now, what was going on is a bug, and they did fix it. But here, let me explain to you what's been bannable in the past and what will not be bannable in the future. Because every time something like this happens, there's so many people that are like, "Am I going to get banned? I heard someone got banned." So let's just set the record straight. All right, here we go. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video, so sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And I know, I'm not banned. Damn it. I'm just playing. Oh, dude, gotta love it. Anyways, so those ban pictures or whatever that's floating around, those are from previous ban waves in the past that did happen years ago, but no one got banned, just so you know. Now, let's just go ahead and talk about it. So the bannable thing that people are saying is because of these caches, right? So you get all of these caches during the seasonal extension events, and one of the caches, this one right here, the Shade Calibration Cache. Well, if you're max on shade calibration tokens or whatever, materials, if you're max on that, it would then convert it to exotics because it's not going to give you shade calibration if you're already max. So then it started to change it to exotics. Now, a lot of people were maxing out their exotics because of all the news about them removing the mules and the material stacking and all that, scavenging points. All of that will be changed in just 2 weeks. So a lot of people have been farming, building up to that DLC, trying to stack their materials and get their exotics and what have you. That way they're good to go as soon as the DLC hits, and then they never have to worry about mule characters or scavenging points or anything ever again. Now the problem here is that it was changing these shade calibration tokens into exotics. And then people were like, yo, is this going to get me banned? And the answer is no. This is a bug that was in the game, and they fixed it. It had nothing to do with you as a player. The player had nothing to do with it, and in fact, you did nothing to make it happen. All you did was you had your materials max, and you opened up a cache. Truly, it's not bannable in any way, shape, or form. So, now let's get into the other things that people have said is bannable in the past that was, in fact, never bannable. So in the summit, there is a floor 10 farm. If you don't know, myself, Sergeant Graybeard, and several other content creators have said time and time again that the floor 10 farm for summit is the best farm in the game for legendary because you can put it to legendary floor 10 with directives and get all the benefits from it, and then just take out the boss and go back to the lobby. Typical loot cave stuff, You're taking out a boss, you're resetting the map, and then you're going back and taking out the boss for loot. I mean, you'll sit there forever until your eyes bleed, but you are getting loot, right? So that's just a farm that we've had since day one of the summit, where people have always been saying, well, that's going to get me banned, right? It's going to get me banned. And the answer is no, it's not. It's in the game, and it's a farming technique. They can't ban you for farming techniques. They can't. It's in the game. All they can do is try to change that farming technique. That way you can't do it anymore. So what they did in floor 10, for example, is instead of changing it to where you can't get the loot, they changed it to where you can't get the XP. Where a lot of people were doing floor 10 for the XP and they were gaining a lot of XP pretty quick, They changed that to where now you can't get XP doing that, but you're still able to get your drops. So people still do floor 10 till this day, and they still do that for all the loot, and it still works just like a charm. And guess what? Nobody was ever banned. Another thing, Kinley College. A lot of people were saying they were going to get banned for Kinley College. There have been several kill XP farms in Kinley College. Again, this is another type of loot cave, I guess you could say, where you're going to a specific area, you're focusing just on kills for XP, but you're not breaking anything, you're not doing anything abnormal, you're just taking out enemies, getting the XP, resetting, and doing it again. I mean, these are two farming techniques that are not bannable, but yet people always think you're going to get banned for some reason. It's very weird. Now let's talk about things that did get people banned, okay? So the Dark Zone. In the Dark Zone, there are ladders and such near like safe houses, you know, buildings that have 2 stories. They have like scaffolding and stuff like that where they have ladders. Now, for years now, and it was just fixed last year, where people were able to glitch themselves off of the ladder and make themselves invisible. They were able to do this, go manhunt, kill NPCs, kill players, what have you, and be completely invisible in the game. This got people banned because what they did is they glitched a ladder and made themselves invisible. There was something they had to do. It was a cause and effect. The cause was them glitching the ladder. The effect was the invisibility glitch. Got people banned, right? Pretty crazy. Whereas over here, the floor 10 farm, all you're doing is killing something and resetting. And over here in Kinley College, you're just killing something until the time runs out. Again, there's nothing that you're triggering or doing abnormal to get in trouble. Where the ladder glitch farm way back, you know, it did get fixed a year ago, but way back in the day, that ladder glitch farm did get people banned in the Dark Zone because they were glitching something to get an effect, right? To get an upper hand. And that's why they got banned. The next thing people got banned for, over here, Camp White Oak. So this one was a pretty big farming one because you could switch it over to this one right here, Fei Lao. So the Fei Lao mission over here at Camp White Oak, at the very end, there is a timer at the very end to where if you don't take out the boss within that timer, you fail the mission. What people were doing is they were glitching the door and making the timer freeze. So again, a cause and effect. The cause, they glitched out the door. The effect, there was no timer. And then they could sit here and farm forever, unlimited. And that's a glitch. And that's why people got banned for it. So again, kill XP farm, no bans. Boss farm, loot farm, no bans. Ladder glitch, bans. Door glitch, bans. All right? So we're on the right page here, right? I just gave you 2 examples of people getting banned and 2 examples of people thinking they were going to get banned, but they never did, okay? So here are my last 2 examples, all right? So the most recent one, you're going through your caches and you open up a shade calibration cache and you go to your resources and you just so happen to be max on your shade calibration, right? 999 out of 999. You are doing nothing to make this happen. All you did was farm the game and you got your materials. You're not doing anything to break the game, to have any sort of certain effect. You just got your materials. So to say people are going to get banned for opening up caches is not going to happen. They're not doing anything. There's no cause and effect, and they're not glitching anything. All they're doing is earning these caches and opening them up. That's the difference between a bug and a glitch. If you are glitching the game, you might get in trouble. If there's a bug in the game, you're not going to get in trouble. You can take advantage of the bug while the bug still exists. It's a bug. They're going to fix it, But if you are glitching the game and you are making the game work in a different way on purpose, that's a glitch, all right? I mean, it's a clear difference. So here's another example of where people are thinking they're going to get banned, but they're not. There's nothing wrong with opening up caches. I mean, it's in the game. The only thing the developers can do is remove the caches. That's it, truly. Now, the last thing I wanted to explain people getting banned for, because there were 3. The last thing was the turret glitch, the damage glitch, right? So this one happened way back in year 2. And one of the big contenders was right here, falling cranes. So the reason why I'm calling out falling cranes is because there is a turret. There's a turret right at the corner of this control point. And what people were doing is they were glitching the turret to increase their damage. Again, that's a cause and effect. What were they doing? They were glitching the turret. Why? Because they wanted more damage. That was another glitch, and that was another thing that was getting people banned. So just real quick, exotic component farm, not bannable. Kill XP farm, not bannable. Loot farm, not bannable. Ladder glitch, yeah, bannable. Turret glitch, yeah, bannable. Door glitch, yeah, bannable. All right? I mean, I'm pretty much beating a dead horse now, okay? I'm sorry, PETA. It's just a figure of speech. I am just saying this over and over in different ways now to the point where even I'm exhausted. So there you go, all right? Nobody got banned today. They're just talking shit just to scare you, all right? No one got banned today. And if they got banned, they probably deserved it. Just letting you know. I mean, the only thing I've been seeing lately is something with the anti-cheats and the PC players. Now, that would be the only gray area where maybe you got banned for a wrong reason. Maybe their anti-cheat is just messing up. Who knows with that one. But all the examples I just gave you, it's pretty cut and dry. If you're glitching the game, you might get in trouble. If it's a bug in the game, you're not going to get in trouble. Okay? I'm Kamikazevondoom. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next one. Hit the like, and peace out. Oh, yeah, and subscribe. Come on. What are you waiting on?